Let's see here. The Goof and Goober Show. T minus 5 minutes or so. Let's take a look here. We are live. We are. Let's see. Let's see. All right. Let's see. Let's see what. Let's see if I can get the sound. Um. Oh, you hear something? Okay. I got my other hat. Wow, you did it. You're but aren't even watching chat. Hello. Oh, is that my co-host? That's just not here, but talking into chat. Jordan Holler, the baller. We are back. The boys are back. Or boy. Um, I'm missing my co-host right now, but that's okay. No, it's okay, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, it's all right. 8:30 start time. It's our time. It's our time. Um, he's just busy, you know. He's busy. He's what's the word? Uh, sophisticated. Um, no, that's sophisticated is not the word. Procrastinative. No, that's yeah. Well, it's kind of the word. He's really ditchy, and dodgy. He is like cat and mouse, cat and mouse, cat and mouse. Um, what else? Um, what are some other words to describe him? He's crazy, and you know does those things. That's all right. Jordan Holler, the baller. What's going on, Jordan? Nothing much right now. Nothing much for me either right now. Just really, you know, I'm missing my compadre, my companion, my consigliere, as some would call it. Um, you know, just he just look. Honestly, I'm just gonna say it. He's not as dedicated to this thing as I am. It's pretty safe to say. Pretty easy. Pretty easy to be able to say that kind of stuff, you know? Um, just is what it is, you know? Hmm. Yeah, I'm gonna give him like, I don't know, a couple more minutes here. Kind of see where he's at. Let's see. Hmm. Let's take a look here. Let's take a look at his location. Yeah, it looks like he's home, but he is just not ready. I guess. He's just not ready. Um, like, ugh, there's just a couple things that he could do better at, right, in life, and that's obviously being present, being there, being aware, um, being uh uh, focusing on the things that are important in life. He just seems to always be just so distracted with life and everything that he does, and I get it. I freaking get it. But the reality is, um, he's got things that he's supposed to be doing. This isn't something that you know, you just do on a whim. There's planning involved. There's things that, you know, you got to be ready for. And if you're not, then like what's the point? Like what's the point in even doing it? You know? Like and that's just really what we've been working with Regan on is just making sure that he finds purpose and he actually does things that, you know, despite the way he was raised, despite the way, life happened for him, is that he just becomes present and he actually shows, you know, charisma and ethical values in everything he does. Um, it's obviously a work in progress for him, but he, it's something he's gonna have to. It's an inner demon. It's a battle he's gonna have to fight every single day. Um, and we're really here for him. We really hope that he can kind of figure it out because if not, he's just he's screwed basically, um, pretty much. Um, you're doing great. Oh, thank you. Um, yeah, it's just I just want to get it out there in the air. One second, I'm parched. Um, oh wow, tickle tip of the tongue. He there's this one time. I'm not gonna say any names or anything like that, but there's this one time this guy we were supposed to meet at a certain time. We were planning had it planned for a couple weeks in advance. Um, yeah, it just always something that it came up with him. It's just kind of like a repeat situation, and every time it's always something. And it's just like you know at some point at some point like you got to put your realities and uh put your priorities in play. um like you can only go to so many birthdays, you can only have so many grandmas die, or go to so many weddings, or whatever it is. It just like when you've done it once, you've done it every time. And this individual just takes a lot, and you know it's very committed to the ideas but never really follows through. It's just I need some advice. I need some advice. uh Chad, I really need some advice for this individual. He just they just you know it is what it is. They've you know they've spent a lot of time talking and being around, but the reality is that they just haven't been locked in yet. Um, ever. Like they just it's just how do I even explain it? Just the reality is these individuals, and in this particular scenario, this individual just can't seem to figure it out. And It kind of reminds me of today a little bit, just a little bit. It's just like we start this thing at like 8:30, for an example. Now it's 8:50, 20 minutes behind schedule. And you could say, well, oh, he's, with the family, or, he's hanging out with the wife. It's really important and stuff like that. The reality is, I got a wife too. And, oh, and you could say, like, oh, my day was so difficult. And the stress of working, a 9 to 5 is so hard. And I get it. Um, Collecting a salary check can be difficult. Missing an hour of being away from your wife can be so hard, and it just it comes down to the little things. It comes down to making sure that when priorities are in play, that you fulfill the priorities. And, you know, like like you'll always get to, freaking do your wife whenever you're, busy or free. But when it's bro time, it's bro time. When it's goof and goober time, it's goof and goober time. And nothing puts it past that. And if you believe otherwise, are you really a true man to the game? Huh? Are you? Didn't think so. I just think, the reality is you're either in it or you're against it. You know, you're either in it or you're against it. And I'm just really trying to pull this guy out. He's a really good friend of mine, just really struggling with priorities. I just, the way I think about it is like, this is your time away. This is your time away from your family, away from your wife, away from your children. And we talk about the Goof and Cooper show. Nothing interferes, nothing adds or changes against this. But until that moment, until that time, until you say, I'm in, then you can have the real reality. It's just, ladies and gentlemen, it's been a great podcast. It's been T minus almost 30 minutes of me rambling on, rambling hard about what it's like to be a man with fingers, a man with great power and destiny. It's something that you wouldn't understand until you're on this side of the camera. When you get to see the faces of every individual that comes into the chat, that comes into, you wouldn't understand. You wouldn't understand. And so difficult, so hard. I just, well, You want me to pray with my daughter? I'll be right back.
Hey guys. Seems to be a lot going on here. I really have nothing to say. If you're listening, Matt and I were going on a vacation this weekend. That's exciting. I can hear Matt and Scarlett on the monitor. They're praying right now. It's pretty cute. And Scarlett always goes, "Oh, Dad, you forgot this to pray for this. Oh, Dad, you forgot this." Regan, aren't you getting too old to have birthday parties? Please stay. I want you. I need you, oh God. This is a pretty boring chat. I started singing. I told them we're going to Jamaica. And I said that Regan is getting too old to have birthday parties. The end. Kaylee's out.
I guess. Thank you. Well, I'm back. Where was my thoughts at? Um, Black Gold, Chapter 1. There was a boy who had a da 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 da. Um, yeah, so I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna play some World of Warcraft for a little bit. I guess that's what I got to do. Um, you guys can come along. I guess can I stream World of Warcraft? Share screen. Share. Let's see. Oh, hmm, let's give this a go. Got a couple different things. I'm playing World of Warcraft, hardcore World of Warcraft. Um, and I got a couple different options. I died on my level 60 warrior, so that kind of sucks. But I got my 42 druid, which I don't like druid. I've got my 34 priest, which is pretty fun. My banker. Died on level 14. Alliance Paladin. Let's see. Oops. Let's see here. And then I started level another paladin. Dwarf paladin. So let's take a look. Let's see what it looks like. Yep. Alrighty. So we continue the arrow following. Let's take a look. Let's follow the arrow. The arrow tells all. I found a love for me. Darling, just dive right in. Follow my lead. I found a girl, beautiful and sweet. I never knew you were something waiting for me. 'Cause we were just kids. This is one of the slowest leveling classes in all of World of Warcraft. That's all right. You just have a good old time with it. Oh, shoot. Actually, I might die. And I don't even have my bars figured out. Oh, no. Yeah. Oh, no. Oh, oh. I suck. That's my second death today. I think I gotta go with the guy. How did they respawn like that? That bald head. Half bald. This is my third paladin. My brother would say. I don't think hardcore's right. I don't think hardcore's good for you. Ladies and gentlemen, Regan and I went to go see Captain America, New World Order last Friday, Valentine's Day, and let's kind of give you a general idea. Um, I thought it was an entertaining movie. Wasn't like anything mind blowing or anything of that nature, but it was entertaining. Now, what I will say, we did do something that was a little different than we traditionally have in the past. We attended the AMC movie theaters. And let me tell you what, AMC, their seating is some of the it's not good. It is not good at all, especially for how much you're spending on each ticket. I think it came out to like $20 a ticket for IMAX, and it was literally the same experience is what I would get at it was same movie quality that I would get at Imagine. Um, and for those of you who don't know, Imagine is like the hometown movie theater. It's like it's a chain of movie theaters. It's not like massive like AMC or you know any of those bigger companies. I'm sure everybody knows about. Um, they didn't have reclining seats. They the seats were tight. Um, the movie quality was like I was going into it thinking, oh, this is gonna be an IMAX movie. Well, it really wasn't anything crazy, to be honest with you. Didn't really wow me in the no pun intended. It did not wow me in the visual category as I was expecting, or um the sound at all. It felt like the exact same as I would get at an Imagine Cinema, um, and spend significantly less. Not significant. Well, yeah, it's significant because it was like $20 a ticket after taxes. Um, Imagine's like $11 a ticket after taxes. I know that sounds like, oh, you're being picky on the prices or whatever, but it's like almost double the price that I spent for 3 tickets um, to go to this movie. But I got the same quality that I would have gotten had I gotten to Imagine. So that was kind of disappointing. Um, there were a couple shots in the movie that I thought were um, pretty obvious reshoots, meaning they came back after the film was kind of created, reshot some things, and so the green screen kind of looked a little weird on some of the shots in the background, but overall, it was an entertaining movie. We get a new villain that we really haven't seen before, um, without throwing any spoilers out there. Um, we bring back Thunderbolt Ross from uh, the Incredible Hulk from like 2007, 2006, something like that, or nine. Um, bring back Liv Tyler, Odwin, or not Odwin, Eowyn from Lord of the Rings. Um, but yeah, this movie was really kind of like a connecting point. That's pretty much what it was. Is just connecting, all the loose ends that we got from all the other Marvel movies. Like the end of Eternals, we kind of saw that in the trailer. They brought us back to there. It didn't completely, you know, uh, seal the deal on everything, but it readdressed it. Because we were just confused as to why there's a hand just sticking out of the ground, a head that's sticking out out of the ocean. They kind of address a little bit about that. And, um, yeah, I mean, it was just, I mean, honestly, just a really good experience for the most part in terms of, the fun aspect of the movie. There's a lot of, mystery ish, you know, Captain America trying to solve problems and, you know, connect dots in the story. Overall, um, I'd give it a 4 out of 5. It's kind of where I'm at. Um, there's some things that I would obviously change, but other things that I think we're good. Like this kind of adds a lot more to the Captain America that we have now, which is not Steve Rogers, and gives him some more of the limelight and allows him to flourish a little bit more than what he has in the past. Kind of figuring out that Captain America is beyond the super serum, beyond the chemicals that are in the body. So yeah, it's kind of a general overview. Not really a specified review, but it's good enough. How about that? Hmm. Back to grinding. So right now we're just killing some pigs, some boars, getting there, getting the kills in, getting the uh, getting the fighting in, killing some boars with a hammer. Actually, um, yeah, kind of just a different way of killing them. But yeah, guys, Regan's birthday is this week. Feel bad that I'm not going to be able to go to his get together. It's unfortunate, but I got him something. I got him something real good, really nice, and it's not going to count towards my Christmas gifts either. So he can go suck that one.
I have heard everything you said this entire time. I have been here waiting, creeping, listening, and I know what you freaking doing, and you're a freaking jerk, dude. You're a freaking jerk. I've been sitting here listening to your whole freaking spiel. This is what you do. I know this is what you do. I caught you in a trap.
What?
I caught you in a freaking trap. You do this the whole time when we're on our little podcast. You're playing your little game. You're playing your little game.
You
know
haven't
it.
been here.
I have been. I've been watching the whole freaking time.
You have not been
no
here.
idea
So
I
that
wasn't even
I was
here.
just playing
You
my
have
video
no
game
I
because
was
you weren't here.
For a
I was playing my
long
video game
time,
because you weren't
for
here.
so long, and that you didn't even know I was here.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. You pay no attention to this podcast when we're actually on. Right now, you're doing the same exact thing. I caught you.
Because I'm in the
Freaking
middle of the
caught you.
game now.
I freaking
You caught me in the
caught
middle of the
you.
game.
Oh yeah, way to try to back yourself out of this one. Try to freaking back yourself out of this one.
Well, Jordan, thanks for the freaking heads up, buddy. Jeez.
Yeah. Yeah, dude.
Well, it's a good thing I didn't say your birthday gift. How long have you been in here?
For like 10 minutes.
I was just grinding away, guys.
No,
Grinding
you're
away.
grinding,
Figured
dude.
out, you know what? I'll
Well, you
talk
go,
about the movie a little bit. I can't even hear you.
I
You're
know,
muted.
because I muted myself.
Oh.
I can do that. Whoa.
Well, thanks, Jordan. Thanks for letting me know.
Oh, dude.
Okay. Well, let me log out my game now.
Sent in my graphics card, my 3080.
Turn your volume up just a little bit.
Oh my gosh, dude! I'm turning it all the way up.
There you go.
All the freaking way. Okay, this is gonna bother the freaking crap out.
I made an insane roster. Roster of what?
What are you talking about? What are you looking at
Jordan.
on Twitch?
Yeah.
Oh frick!
Who is
Jordan's
Jordan?
on, dude. He's from Zoe, my guy.
Vita Vea, Mason Graham. Okay. That's your lineup.
Vita Vea, Jordan Hall, the baller. I've known Jordan since he was a little guy now, but now he hit puberty and now he's got this deep voice. Isn't that crazy how deep some kids' voices? Just my defensive tackles. I could freaking take those guys on any day. Matthew and I, back in our prime, baby. One time, Matthew and I, there was the biggest D lineman in our conference. Maybe, I don't know, maybe in the state
I've ever seen.
He was a big boy. We took this guy out. It was a tag team. Matthew, it wouldn't have happened without me, and it wouldn't have happened without Matthew. Because I freaking was blocking the crap out of my guy and made him ram in to Matthew's block and wrecked that guy's freaking, what was his ankle?
His
knee?
His
knee?
season ending.
Ended his career.
He's a senior.
Ended it, dude.
He still had like 6 games left.
Oh, baby, those are the days.
Mm.
They're gonna get me started on my edge rushers, dude. Yeah, dude. This feels
Brian
good.
Burns and George Kalafsis. Kalafsis.
Who does anyone even know who
He's,
those guys are?
Brian Burns got traded to the freaking Giants, and George Kalafsis, I believe, is on the Chiefs. Kind of a no-name guy that kind of brought himself up out of nowhere, if I'm not mistaken. It's either that or it's no. I think it is the Chiefs, right?
Yep, you're right. The Chiefs. He played at Purdue. Yep.
Yeah, he was like a no-name guy.
Well, we didn't get
Where
to talk
was he
about
drafted?
the big Super Bowl. No, you already freaking spoiled everything for the thing for the movie.
Well, I
heard
didn't
the
know
whole
if you're gonna be there.
Dude, what are you drinking right now?
It's called Aulani. Aulani New.
Alani. Yes, indeed. Okay. Super Bowl thoughts. Matthew, go.
I think that the Eagles just played a freaking complete game, to be honest with you.
Mhm.
They played a complete game. I think that the Kansas City Chiefs O-line really, they looked really decent throughout the entire year, and then played against that Phillies defense, and they could not handle the pass rush. They could not handle the blitz pickup. I mean, they just unfortunate. It's unfortunate, but it's fortunate enough for us who aren't a huge Chiefs fan. I'm not a huge Eagles fan either, but I think Saquon deserved to get that W.
Yeah.
He'd been with a crappy team for a really long time, and for him to get a ring, being as high of a caliber player as he's been, definitely deserves it. Kind of reminds me of like a Matthew Stafford type of situation,
Yeah.
right? Like he got out of Detroit, bad situation for him, got into the Rams, ended up winning the Super Bowl first year out of it. Hasn't like gotten, you know, hasn't gotten too close to the Super Bowl since then, but
Mhm.
the reality is he's got a ring and we don't. He's got a ring and we don't. So yeah. I think that's the name of the game. They played all 3 phases of the game.
Yeah.
Significantly better than the Chiefs did.
You love to see it. I freaking love to see it. It was one of those things that we know the Kansas City Chiefs have not been the best team really in the NFL, but everyone acted like they were
This year. Yep.
this year for sure. And they got away a lot of wins, I think, through a lot of ref calls and changed a lot of things. And so this was a beating that was needed for the Chiefs, and I hope it continues. Hopefully they don't have anything like this again. We'll say that it's good to also see Cooper DeJean, my guy, the white boy over the DBs, coming in, representing the white guys. It was wonderful. Oh, Matthew, let me see this cut, dude. That's right. You're supposed to come over on Saturday, and you never came over.
So you wouldn't believe what happened.
Okay,
actually.
give me this. All right, give me the story.
So, first things first. I had a demo that came up for work. 12 o'clock.
Ooh.
All right. 11:45. 11:45. The guy who was supposed to cut my hair texted me saying he's gonna have to reschedule and asked me if I could reschedule for sometime later this week. And I told him, dude, I'm going to Jamaica. It ain't gonna
Got it.
happen.
Gotta get it in.
Not gonna happen. Today is the day.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I set it up for.
Mm-hmm.
Ran the demo. Demo got to 1:30. Went on to Sports Clips. Found Sports Clips. Got my Sports Clips.
Mm-hmm.
They cut my hair. They did an okay job. And then Kaylee had a Galentine's at 4:30.
Hey.
Yep.
She celebrates Galentine's and she's getting on me about celebrating my birthday.
Look, I don't believe in Galentine's. And by the way, for those of you who celebrate Valentine's Day, you don't even know what Valentine's Day is actually celebrated for. It's a made-up holiday.
It's a pagan holiday, dude.
It's not actually. It's actually about a martyr, a Catholic martyr that a guy who's killed because of his faith, Saint Valentine.
Let's look.
Go
this
ahead,
up.
go
We're
look it
gonna fact
Wait,
check them live
yeah.
on air, guys. Let's see. Oh no, it looks better now. It looks better now.
Yeah, it's my hat. It's because I've been wearing a hat. all day.
It just looks so
It looks
bad.
horrible.
It,
At first, yeah.
it looks so
It looks
bad.
really good.
Okay. All right, we're live. We're going to fact check Matthew on what does Valentine's mean. All right, here we go. We're where actually? Originate from. Here we go. Valentine's has multiple origins, including a Christian feast day, an ancient Roman festival, and Greek mythology. All right. We can always trust Wikipedia, so we'll go to Wikipedia.
I actually don't know if I trust Wikipedia, but all right.
Matthew, please, we're fact checking you. When we're fact checking, you cannot fact check the fact checkers. All right.
Perfect.
Valentine's Day, also called Saint Valentine's Day or the Feast of Saint Valentine, is celebrated annually on February 14th. It originated as a Christian feast day honoring a martyr named Valentine, and through later folk tradition, it has also become a significant cultural, religious, and commercial celebration of romance and love in many regions of the world. There are a number of martyrdom stories associated with various Saint Valentines connected to February 14th, including an account of the imprisonment of Saint Valentine of Rome for ministering to Christians persecuted under the Roman Empire in the 3rd century. According to an early tradition, Saint Valentine restored sight to the blind daughter of his jailer. Numerous later additions to the legend have better related it to the theme of love. Tradition maintains that Saint Valentine performed weddings for Christian soldiers who were forbidden to marry by the Roman emperor. An 18th century embellishment to the legend claims he wrote the jailer's daughter a letter signed "Your Valentine" as a farewell before his execution. The 8th century Galatian sacramentary recorded the celebration of the Feast of St. Valentine on February 14th. The day became associated with romantic love in the 14th and 15th centuries when notions of courtly love flourished, apparently by association with the lovebirds of early spring. Interesting. In 18th century England, it grew into an occasion for couples to express their love for each other by presenting flowers, offering confectionery, and sending greeting cards known as Valentine's. Valentine's Day symbols that are used today includes the heart-shaped outline doves, figures of the winged cupid. In the 19th century, handmade cards gave way to mass-produced greetings in Italy. Saint Valentine keys are given in lovers as a romantic symbol and invitation to unlock their giver's as well as the chosen Lord. It is a day of commemoration in the angelical communion. The Lutheran Church.
Commemoration. Sorry.
Many parts of the Eastern Orthodox Church celebrates Saint Valentine's Day on July 6th in honor of Roman Presbyterian Saint Valentine, and on July 30th in honor of hero martyr Valentine, the Bishop of Intram. Well, Matthew has been fact checked.
Thank you. Did I get the pass?
We'll let chat decide.
Yeah, so the reality is that, and you can read it in the Wikipedia page, is that it started off as a celebration towards a Christian leader who was killed for being a leader in Christianity. Was then associated, meaning that later people chose to take that holiday and do more with it than what it was actually intended to do.
Well, what was the original celebration for that?
Well, it said, that's what it said. It said in your Wikipedia page, and then it said, and later associated to romance and whatever it said.
Well, it was in the
makes a
18th
clear
century. Embellishment
indication-
to the legend claims he wrote the jailer's daughters a letter signed "Your Valentines" as a farewell before his execution.
Mhm.
I think it was they associate it with love because they probably think I'm assuming this is
associated
probably
means
what
that
happens.
somebody took. Yeah, but associated means that somebody took something and then changed it for something that's associated or could be associated or to.
Well, it's a
that-
Christian holiday, is what we're saying.
Yeah,
and-
yeah. I think it should be. I think you don't. What is St. Patrick's Day? Why do people celebrate St. Patrick's Day? People don't actually celebrate St. Patrick's Day because he actually saved people. People don't do that.
Well, he
People-
did. He was a saint, and he did pretty good things.
I know, but I'm saying in 20. I agree with you. I'm saying people don't celebrate St. Patrick's Day for that reason. They
Oh,
celebrate it because the
right.
world says to celebrate it in this way. People
Correct.
celebrate Valentine's Day and don't even know what Valentine's Day is actually about, which is why I don't like it. It's a capitalistic way to
Oh.
make money.
I understand. So you're against capitalism.
I'm not against capitalism. I'm against the meaning in terms of holidays.
Oh, it's like Christmas, where people don't
Like Christmas, you can go buy stuff, but in my household, we celebrate the birth of Jesus Christ. We don't celebrate Christmas. Right? Because
Well-
Christmas is one thing. The birth of Jesus Christ is another thing, right?
I think if you look at the Greek wording of Christmas, it's Christ and Moss. The Moss.
yeah,
Greek word.
I'm with you on that. But what I'm saying is, Christmas is also a pagan holiday as well.
Right. I agree.
But what I'm saying is when we celebrate it, we're not we make it a point to celebrate it as Jesus was born. That's what it was.
Well, we
right?
took over it, the pagan holiday, to celebrate Christmas, or to celebrate, because Christmas, Christ, Moss, it's Christians' big gathering of people.
Right. But
Christmas, how does-
people who are atheist celebrate Christmas.
right.
People who are Buddhist celebrate Christmas. Or, like a lot of people who
Jews don't
actually
celebrate.
Well, I'm saying
Christmas.
like a lot of people who don't believe in Jesus actually celebrate Christmas or have a similar association to Christmas,
Mhm.
right? But I don't celebrate Christmas because of the word Christmas or because of presents or because of whatever. It's because of the birth of Jesus Christ. Very similarly to Valentine's Day. It shouldn't be about, well, let me go get roses for my wife, but it should also a large portion of it should be celebrated for somebody who was sharing the word of God, being a light, being a disciple, right? and then they were
Mhm.
killed because of it. Just like Martin Luther King Day, you don't celebrate by buying Martin Luther King action figures, right? Like,
Maybe you do.
well, I don't know. I don't.
I don't know.
When
I
was
don't
last
really
time?
celebrate
When was
it.
the last time you ever celebrated? When was the last time you ever bought a Martin Luther King action figure, or bought
Last
presents
night.
for people? You know what I mean, though. Like,
No, I get what you're saying though.
like the
I
meaning is we celebrate Martin Luther King Day because he did a lot for the United States. He did a lot for Black people and equality. It's not because it's an excuse now to spend money on whatever without actually truly representing the holiday itself.
mean that's kind of on yourself to understand that, but I get what you're saying is that
But people
most
look at me
people
weird.
don't understand or look into it or
But
why.
people
But
look
just
at me
be
weird and they're like, "Why don't you like this holiday?" And it's just like because it actually provide the world provides no value to the actual holiday itself. Like when was the last time you had a St. Patrick's Day service?
well, you wouldn't because it you would only hold a service on Christmas.
Well, I'm just saying is why not? Why wouldn't you hear a sermon about St. Patrick's Day? Why wouldn't you
I'm
have
sure there are
a
people that do
Christian gathering?
sermons.
Very small portions of the United States and the world do that. I'm
There was
sure
a Veggie Tales movie on it.
that's very small in retrospect to the world.
Well,
That's very small in terms of retros. I bet you, I would be willing to bet thousands of dollars. You have 10 random people in the world, and you say, what is the true meaning of Valentine's Day? Or what's the true meaning of St. Patrick's Day? And they would have no idea what it actually meant or what it was about because the world brings a
same.
false reality.
I think. Well, I think St. Patrick's Day is the whole meaning is to celebrate Saint or the not St. Patrick's Day. I mean Valentine's Day. Is to celebrate Valentine's the saint, but what he did, and he spread a lot of love from what it looks like, and it looks like I would have bet that there's probably some people believe that he was in love with the emperor's daughter, which is why he or he wrote the jailer's daughter a letter signing your Valentine's of farewell before his execution, and that he also often wedded a lot of the jailers. According to an early tradition, Saint Valentine restored sight to the blind daughter of his jailer. Numerous later additions to the legends have better related it to the theme of love. Tradition maintains that Saint Valentine performed weddings for Christian soldiers who were forbidden to marry by the Roman emperor. So he's, in a way,
Well, you're explaining that to me, but I know the story and I know the actual meaning of Valentine's Day and what it should be represented for, right?
what should it be represented for? Just for the
Just like Martin Luther King Day, it should be.
okay. Okay, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying.
People are like people who are non-Christians. They celebrate Valentine's Day, not
Mhm.
even knowing that it's actually about a Christian who was a saint. That's the crazy thing. Or non-Christians who celebrate St. Patrick's Day, which they don't even know the actual story that he was a missionary sharing the word of God and was killed, and they actively denounce the word of Jesus.
I'm sure
But then
people.
there's also Christians that
Mhm.
celebrate St. Patrick's Day or Valentine's Day that don't even know why they're celebrating.
Yeah, I'm sure there's people that don't know. I'm sure there are people that do know. I don't know the numbers. I would like to side on the face fact. Uh, Good that people do kind of think about this stuff. But I don't know necessarily the data on it. But I would like to say that most people kind of do, but they just don't care about like for St. Patrick's Day. they know, but they're still just gonna go out and freaking get freaking
Hammered.
blasted for no good reason.
Yeah, it's like,
After knowing, even knowing the whole
but
thing.
it's like, but that's what I don't get, right? Because like, even I bet we won't. Okay, I'll just say it. It's whatever.
Say it.
She probably thinks your wife probably thinks it's weird that I said that I don't celebrate Valentine's Day the way a lot of people celebrate Valentine's Day.
Well, you
And she
don't.
probably made a comment about it, but I've gotten a lot of comments about it because it's just like the world has made it to be just about romance and love, and that's
Mhm.
it, and don't have any reality to the actual impact that actual event happened to the world. And it's just like, you can't get mad at me because the world has put this thing on a pedestal for only a partial meaning of what it's actually about. Which is why, like, you'll never see a Valentine's Day sermon. Like, you could probably go online and find one, sure, but like, you don't see like the church advertising like Oakwood, for an example. They're not advertising a Valentine's Day sermon or, get together, right? Like, they're just not. Or even a St. Patrick's Day thing. But you'll see churches do like a Martin Luther King Day service, and everybody knows what that's about, for sure, which is fine.
Mhm.
But what are we actually celebrating Valentine's Day for? Like,
Well, I think you could look at it in a couple different ways. I mean, most people are going to celebrate Martin Luther King James by celebrating
Martin Luther King James.
Yeah, Martin Luther King James version. Martin Luther King. They're going to celebrate what he did, and celebrate kind of the accomplishments, I guess, for not just. I think celebrating wow, the milestones Black people have gone through.
Yeah.
I don't think they're not. It's not necessarily just for Martin Luther King. I would say most people are going to probably celebrate just the milestones that Black people have accomplished. But how do they celebrate that? It could be going out, getting wasted. Some people might do that. I don't know. I don't really celebrate it. It's not something I go out and.
But I think the difference is, yeah, you could follow that track
Mhm.
and say, well, we celebrate the result of what happened, but the result had to come from somewhere, right? Even if you didn't know who Saint Valentine was, like, yeah, you're celebrating Valentine's Day, but then you're just celebrating a result of nothing versus celebrating the result of something, right? It'd be like if you celebrated Christmas, but you didn't actually know what the true meaning of Christmas was, right? Like, you didn't actually know the story, or you didn't know the implications that Jesus being born and how he was born would impact the entire world, right? Like, I think that's the difference, is why have holidays and celebrate holidays that you're going to only celebrate a portion of it versus celebrating the whole aspect of it, or the beginning aspect of it, right? Like, you're just celebrating because everybody else is celebrating, but you don't actually have a reason as to why you're celebrating. You don't actually know why you're
Hmm.
celebrating the whole truth of what's happening.
Okay, I'm understanding more about what's going on with St. Patrick's Day. So Christians do usually hold, I guess, more Catholics hold
Yeah.
church services, and they also, I guess, more so why they drink alcohol is because the Lent the restriction on eating and drinking alcohol are lifted for that day. So that's why people usually go out and drink a lot, because then they're given that I can drink kind of thing.
Oh.
But I agree that's kind of stupid in a way, because that's not what Lent is all about. Is just Lent is literally trying to give something, you're
You're sacrificing.
yeah,
something
you're
for-
sacrificing something for it, and then you're like, oh yeah, I don't know. I feel like that's dumb, but I mean that's why people are doing it, and why people associate drinking alcohol, and I'm assuming that's why, because the Catholic Church has come out and said, "Yep, you can go and drink today," kind of thing.
Like if it were me, and I don't do this because my wife's not really. I mean, I'm pretty observant. Like, I'm more of like an observance of the holiday type of individual, meaning like, okay, we have 4th of July,
Right.
so let's go watch. Let's go watch a hour-long video of what actually happened. Why is that important? Because then we're just celebrating fireworks. You know what I mean? You're just celebrating fireworks on 4th of July when you don't even know what 4th of July actually is about.
Right.
Or Christmas, you're just opening presents. You don't actually know why Christmas is important. Or on Thanksgiving, you're just eating dinner, but you don't actually know why you're eating dinner in the first place, right? like why are you doing these? Or Valentine's Day, you get a rose and you get presents, but why are you getting roses and presents? Why are you being shown love?
Okay, I understand what you're saying. So
Or
you
St.
Brad, you
Patrick's
just
Day, you
want
go
more
drink.
people. Yeah, you want people to understand why they're celebrating it, and not just do it aimlessly.
Yeah, I'm not trying to do things. Yeah, I do so many things aimlessly in my life that if I'm
No, I
being
get you on that.
if I'm being, on a holiday where people are expecting me to do things, well, I want to know why I'm doing those things. And we should
Mhm.
all want, I feel like we should all want to do that. I don't
Oh
know.
no,
Oh no.
hang on.
What happened?
Okay, my computer just went blank, and then I'm like, "What the frick happened?"
Oh no.
But I'm back. I'm back. I'm back.
Because like, yeah, I mean, kind of going to the point is like, I mean, we do a lot of aimless things all the time. I'm not saying that I wake up and I do aimless things all day. It's fine. It is what it is. But when we're
Mhm.
saying, hey, the world is, I mean, on Valentine's Day, I'm expected to have Valentine's presents and flowers and gifts for my wife. But does my wife even know why that's even happening? Or is it the world that's saying that the husband should just go
Mhm.
get these gifts? I'm fine doing it. But like, what's the purpose? Why?
Yeah.
Why is this even happening? Do you even know why Valentine's Day is important? Or is this just another day that humans created so that way we could just spend more money and and not think about it?
No, I get that, dude. And then I've said this to my wife about Valentine's Day. I don't think it's. I think it's kind of. I think it's not. I think it's dumb, but it's important to her. She wants to be felt special. I said okay, I understand. So I'm gonna, you know, any way I can help make my wife feel special, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna help her know that she's loved. I said I'm gonna try to do that every day, but
Yeah.
I guess there's one day that she wants me to, especially this day, February 14th.
Because the world's told her that today's the day for everybody to make.
Yeah,
That's
and
exactly my point.
and I don't agree with it, but that's what she wants, and I'm not going to be like, no, I'm not going to do that. When I That's what I want to do, is show her that I love her. So it's just like, okay, I'll make sure though on February 14th I'll give you a gift and do whatever you want. We'll go out, whatever. But no, I agree.
Yeah.
That it's dumb that people just only use one day to celebrate love when it should be every day.
Yeah.
But
I think it just irritates me even more that it's just like, and I'm totally with you, and I agree. Like, I want to make my wife happy all the time.
Mhm.
Like, there isn't, sometimes I get under her skin, and she gets under my skin, which is the way it
Mhm.
is. But it's like I shouldn't. I don't want to subject my whole romance or whatever into one day.
right.
And that's how the world has kind of made it to be, even though the reality is that that's not what the holiday was intended to be. um it is just the way the world operates, the way the world kind of takes that
Right.
holiday and puts it on a pedestal that this is the day to do it. But it's like, I mean, we're going to Jamaica in 2 days, right? Imagine I got her nothing. She'd probably be pissed. Maybe. She probably wouldn't feel loved,
Yeah.
all because of one day. That she probably, and I, you know, you, does your wife actually know what Valentine's Day is about?
Never really asked her. I can ask her.
Yeah, I mean, I asked my wife that too, and I'm pretty sure she didn't know. And she went to this
Tyler
Valentine's
Tyler
Day,
would know though. I feel like she would know though.
maybe.
Tyler knows a bunch of random facts, but she might not. Who knows? But anyways, go ahead.
Then she went to like Galentine's,
Mhm.
which is fine. I don't mind you going out and hanging out with your friends, but like Galentine's is traditionally a way for the girls to get out and just booze it up.
Yep.
That's what it is. It's not.
100%.
It's nothing
There's nothing
like
else, dude.
traditionally. That's what they've made it to be. And
Mhm.
although Kaylee went on a Galentine's, she didn't. She didn't booze it up. They had, it was really chill and relaxed. But like, she didn't even know that traditionally that's what it is. You know, and
Yeah.
it's like, I think the world is weird because it paints things one way when it's not supposed to be that way, or it's not fully intended in that way.
Mhm.
And then you feel an obligation to try to meet the world's expectations on that specific piece. God forbid I didn't get Kaylee anything for Valentine's Day. How many people would have just been, you didn't get anything for your wife on Valentine's Day? Really? You're a horrible husband.
Yep.
And I probably would have been berated by all the women of the world, but it's like, all I had to do is just be there for her, right? Like, and show her love and compassion and romance. Like, that's,
Right.
you know, and the reality is that a Christian was one that was able to solidify that day and bring people closer to Christ and marry people and make what we have an actual. I also have a bad, not a bad, but like a conflicting thought on it. But
Oh
I don't know
boy.
if I want to open up that can. But it's like, he made that Valentine's, Saint Valentine made it to where marriage was, really a solidified thing, right? Like, marriage is important.
Mm-hmm.
So my conflicting hot take is,
Oh boy.
the hot take is well, if you're not married, you shouldn't celebrate Valentine's Day,
Mm.
right?
That's a good take.
If you actually go from what the true meaning of Valentine's Day was about, had nothing to do with separated people. It was all about the conjoining of two people. So all you people that are just dating and doing Valentine's Day, you're a problem. You're a big problem.
You could even go as far as Valentine's Day should be only for a man and man and a woman.
Man and a woman. That's where I was about to go down, but I didn't want to say it. Good thing you, Regan.
You're welcome. I'll say it. I'll say the things. Hey, Trump's in office, dude. You can say that stuff
Yeah,
now,
we
dude.
could say that stuff.
We're
It's all
not.
right.
We don't have to
It's
worry
like,
about that.
we don't want
I'm on a 14th peat of no Valentines on Valentine's Day. Let's go, Jordan.
14 Pete of no Valentine's. Oh no, 14 years.
Keep it up, man. Keep it going until you're married, man.
You're right. Hey, Jordan, just remember though, like,
Mhm.
don't celebrate a holiday just because the world celebrates it. Find the
Yep.
true meaning in the holiday, man. Like,
It's true.
if everybody started celebrating something that was like crazy and weird and it was a federal holiday, that doesn't mean that I have to celebrate it in the way that the world wants it to be celebrated. Right? Like, I don't know, like Modelo Day or something. Like, I don't know, like everybody drinks Modelo all day.
Yeah.
Well, what does it actually stem from? What's the importance of Modelo Day? Like, I don't know. That's the way I think about it. It's weird, long, elongated conversation about holidays. It's also why I don't like Halloween.
Well, yeah.
Trevor's
yeah.
gonna hate me. You too. He loves
Dude, he
Halloween.
loves that Halloween. Dresses up, gets his favorite little costume on.
He actually likes giving away candy.
Oh, really?
Yep.
That dirty dog, dude. That dirty. Viewers
Cheap
on-
viewers on steamboot.com,
No way, dude.
please.
Remove the space. We
Remove
have
the
to.
space.
Cheap viewers. Oh, Matthew, please
Uh-huh.
click it. Click it, please.
Okay, please.
This is great. We have to save this. This is exactly what our podcast needs. We're gonna pin this message.
Pinning.
Pinning. Yes. Customize. Unpin. After 20 seconds. Man, that deserves
Familiar
a pin.
comedian, any. Thank you for sharing us the free, good viewers, cheap viewers on steamboot.com.
I bet this guy's only messaged us once, but he created his account a couple days ago. You know he's real. You freaking
He's
know
got to be
he's
real.
this guy is 100% real.
Oh,
Nothing
Yeah.
better, dude.
man.
Dude.
Well, there's the holiday talk. What else should we talk about? It's kind of.
Well, I haven't given my take on the old Captain America thing, dude.
Oh.
Well, let me
Looking
tell
at
you something
Amazon
about
right
this.
now.
Me?
Mhm.
No. Why would I be looking at Amazon right now?
I could see it through your eyes.
No, dude.
I could see it through your television up there.
No,
Are
dude.
you looking at PC cases?
No, dude. I'm not looking at that.
Oh, okay. Hmm. I think you should really get that one right there. That one looks really
this one
good.
looks so. Well, I'm not doing that, dude. Definitely not doing that.
It definitely looks like Amazon. Oh,
No, dude.
go ahead.
So Captain America, Strange New World, whatever it is. Brave New World. My bad. Brave New World. I'm thinking about Doctor Strange. I think this is okay. It was okay. It wasn't like blowing my mind. Really excited about it. The only thing that you were really excited on this movie was the Red Hulk. I don't think Sam Wilson is like the best Captain America. I think everybody wants Chris Evans, but it's kind of the situation we're in right now. It makes it seem though. I thought throughout this movie, it makes it seem like he did have the serum, in a way. The way he was fighting, and at the very end when he was actually fighting the Red Hulk, like the guy, I don't think he would have lasted as long as he did. I don't know why he lasted as long as he did with freaking the Red Hulk, and then able to freaking cut through him when bullets can't even go through the Hulk. That doesn't make any sense to me. There's some things that just doesn't make sense to me on some of it. But either way, I mean, the story I think was okay. I think it was a good story. And bringing back to the old, Incredible Hulk was surprising. I wasn't expecting that. I guess I didn't know Thaddeus Ross. Forgot about Thaddeus Ross and dating all the way back to that Incredible Hulk. But still, I didn't think it was like super bad. I give it probably a 3.1 out of 5, 3.2. The other thing about this is this is Shira, this Sabrina girl that looks like a child, but she's 30 years old. I don't know. She's from Israel. Israeli actress. She first rose to prominence in Israel for her role as Roshami Weiss in the television series Shitzel. Shitzel. But like, to me, she did not look this part as well as like when you first see her when uh Ross is like Thaddeus Ross is like almost basically assassinated. I think they were trying to say that Ross did get shot, but since he's full of gamma, he can't be killed. I don't know. But when you saw Sabra, whatever you want to call her, I don't know.
Shira?
Is
Oh, Sabra.
yeah, Sabra.
Yeah.
Sure,
okay, go ahead.
Shira's her freaking name, but I it made it seem like she had superpowers. Like she was like beating up some full grown men that were, I don't know. It was just crazy to me that it just did not seem like she should have been as good as she was. And then when it did show her, she just looked weird. She looked like a child that shouldn't have been that. I don't know. She looks like a child
Mm.
to me. She's 29 years old. She would be a great person to have in Spider-Man, maybe, just because she's got probably a lot of years of acting, and as well, she probably, well, she looks like a kid. She looks like a teenager. I but I don't think this was a good role pick for whatever this was supposed to be. Should have been somebody else. But whatever they
I
want to do.
think I do think and to kind of touch on that, I think she was kind of playing the Natasha Romanoff
Mm-hmm.
um
I got that vibe
type
too.
of character, right? Like from what I'm gonna guess, and I don't know if they mentioned this, but I think she was part of the spy, and she was part of the assassins group that Natasha was at. I think it's the Red Room Academy, I think is what it's called. Um, where they were taught to kill and be have to fight off things that were much stronger than the female. So I think that's where they kind of might have tried to play it. But yeah, you're right. I thought it was really weird. She looked like a child.
Mhm.
I thought she was. I thought she was running the. I thought she was kind of the helper of the bad guy.
Yeah, me too.
At the beginning when what's his name, what's the black guy's name, not Anthony
Once-
Mackie, but
Oh,
what's his name?
Sidewinder.
Oh, Isaiah Bradley. When Isaiah Bradley went to go shoot at the president,
Oh.
I thought that Sabra, Isaiah Bradley, and all of them were all connected, and she was kind of controlling them.
Yeah.
But that's not obviously what happened. Clearly.
Clearly.
Clearly. Now, I want to talk about this Joaquin Torres guy, the Falcon. Now the Falcon guy. This movie, I think what was weird about this movie is that Falcon and Captain America. I don't know how long it was from Captain America in the Winter Soldier or Falcon in the Winter Soldier until now, the TV show where Falcon becomes Captain America. The timeline between these two, because it seemed like these guys were already like established together. They had like a whole office. They had like their own location with Falcon having his own desk and Anthony Mackie and Captain America having his own desk and his suits in the office, and they have like a whole headquarters. Like, I wanted to know the timing between that show and this movie, because
You don't get
it's like
it.
how long has Falcon been
Yeah.
around? This Joaquin Torres guy. Last time we saw him, I'm pretty sure was Falcon and the Winter Soldier, I think.
Yep. Yeah, you're right on that. That was the last time we. I mean, that was the only time we've only seen him in the universe in this universe, in the Marvel universe. So that's kind of the weird
It's just
thing.
weird.
A lot of people don't necessarily know about him if you haven't been watching any of the series or anything like that. That they should have done a better job on introducing him 100%. I agree with you there.
Like, show some training, show some origin story
Mhm.
of this guy. Like, what do I always say? Context is better
Yeah.
because you have more content. Like, you probably could have made a TV show about Falcon and Captain America.
Well, how much time? Because like right now, Captain America: Brave New World is about almost 2 hours long, give or
Mhm.
take. You want to do like, I mean, how would they just do another like 20-minute intro
Well, I think
of like to catch people up?
well, the premise of this movie, right? The goal of this movie was to connect the dots, right? I think we can all
Mhm.
agree on this. And Thunderbolt Ross, his objective was for Sam Wilson to bring the Avengers back. We see at the end of the movie, Sam Wilson asks Joaquin Torres, essentially telling him, hey, do you want to be an Avenger? Right? When he's in the hospital, he's laying on the hospital bed. He's basically asking him to be an Avenger. Right?
Yeah.
So like I think that Falcon he should have gotten his own TV show. Or at least do what you did with Falcon and the Winter Soldier, where it was like a movie, but it was
Mhm.
broken up into episodes. And you could do like, a 3-episode, a 4-episode, 40-minute long, show
Yep.
talking about who is this guy? Where did he come from? He was in the military. Why was he in the military? Why, where was his aspirations to become a superhero? How did he meet Anthony Mackie, right? Because or not Anthony, Sam Wilson. Because in Falcon and the Winter Soldier, it doesn't explain any of that.
Right.
So I think that's what. Here's my message to Disney.
Say it.
Kevin Feige, if you're freaking listening, listen up.
Yep.
Context is everything. We can paint a
100%.
picture, but we already know that you are a content freak. All of you are at Disney. Slow down on the content and make more content. if that makes sense.
Quality.
If we have to push Secret Wars out an extra year because we got more context to fill in these other characters, that's not a problem. I don't think that's a problem at all. Like, that's what you guys did in the early years. You had a whole movie for each Avenger. Now we're getting slapped with these new Avengers that are about to come in, and we're just meeting them. I've got no attachment to Joaquin Torres. I would love to. I've got zero tie-in with that guy. Nothing.
I mean, we kind of got that in a way with Falcon when Captain America. That we didn't necessarily see a whole lot of training that happened with Falcon to get basically becoming Falcon. All you see is that the relationship that's built between Steve Rogers and Sam Wilson.
Still, I think Falcon's a weak character.
He is a weak character. I'd rather not either. They should have given him the serum. I think they should have given him the serum in this last one. I think that would have made his character a lot stronger. And they say, I mean, I know that was a huge thing for Bucky to tell him, like, no, you don't want this serum, dude. You don't want it. I'm like, please give him the serum. It makes this so much better. That, like, it makes it, so you can do some pretty cool things. I will say, I think there was some parts of this movie also, I was going to say, that they're trying to do with Civil War, with some of the action scenes with Sam Wilson and Jaqueen, but I just don't think it was to that caliber. I don't think you could get to that caliber at all. I think Loki. I think this is something we've already discussed on the topic, but on Civil War, and we've said this. I think Civil War is one of the most underrated action movies of our time. Because they're the action scenes in that is incredible. Like, the way they did those amazed me. Just freaking amazed me. So I don't know. I think that's what, I don't know. I'm just gonna leave it there with that for Captain America, dude.
Yeah, I think it's be the ones to take a look at the movie. Watch it. I rated it a 4. He rated it a 3.1. So it's definitely at least worth taking a look at. And watching. It's entertaining to watch, at least. There's some good stuff in there, so you'll have a lot of fun watching it. But yeah, just watch it with the integrity and understand the true meaning of the movie, and you'll
100%.
really have a good time with it.
Oh, straight, dude.
But anything else? Anything else?
No, dude, nothing crazy, nothing too much. I think, I mean, go see it for yourself, I guess. It's not one of those movies, like we said in our rating system. It's, not the best, but for me, it's one of those movies that, it's okay.
Here's the real question. Is it better than Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania?
Yeah.
Yeah, without a question.
Well,
Without a
better,
question.
Yeah, dude.
It's an easy one. You know what I put on last night to fall asleep to? Ant-Man and the
No.
Wasp, Quantumania.
Mm.
Yep, it popped up on my Disney Plus feed. That is
Oh,
the
yeah.
first time I've heard anything about Quantumania in terms of like the movie itself,
Mhm.
since we saw it in theaters.
Really.
Yep. And let me tell you what, it was bad.
Oh,
We
yeah.
had we had a really bad night last night sleeping. It's probably because of that movie. Now that I'm thinking about it. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that concludes our conversation about life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, holidays, Super Bowl, Captain
Mhm.
America, A Brave New World or New World Order. Um, if you like the content, you know what to do. Like, comment, subscribe,
do, man. You
leave a
exactly
comment.
what to
Let us
do.
know. If you don't like it, that's all right. Leave a comment. Let
Mhm.
us know as well. We love you guys. It's been a while. Next
Mhm.
week, I will be going to Jamaica on Thursday. So we will be following up Monday, the 24th, 8:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. And we're going to talk about season 2 and season 3 of Invincible.
Oh, that's right, dude.
It just came out with season 3.
Uh-huh.
We didn't talk about season 2 very much, so we're gonna wrap that up really quickly, and then talk about season 3. Should be fun. Really like that show. It's a decent
Yeah.
show. Anything else, Regan?
Um. Yeah, this song has been killing me.
And that's a wrap on another hilarious and unforgettable episode of the Goof and Goober Show. We hope you had as much fun listening as we did recording. If you enjoyed the show, don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you never miss out on our future goofiness. Join us next time as we continue to explore the weird and wonderful world of laughter and entertainment. Remember, you can always connect with us on social media and share your favorite moments using hashtag Goof and Goober Show. Until next time, stay goofy, stay goober, and keep spreading smiles wherever you go. Thanks for tuning in to the Goof and Goober Show with Matthew and Regan.
Stab him. Oh my gosh, dude.
Talk about a 30-minute ramble sesh at the